Hey everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 7, Episode 2, Liaisons. So, I guess this is an okay episode. It's not bad, but it's definitely not great. I'm not really sure what it is with, the second episode of going into a new season is never really super awesome, with the exception of, Family from Season 3, right after the Best of Both Worlds. So, for this one, we have encountered a new species, and there's three of them. There's basically three ambassadors, and they're broken off. One of them goes with Troi, one of them goes with Worf, and the other goes on a shuttle with Picard. Now, Troi's is kind of interesting because he's into everything. He just wants to learn and soak up information. And Deanna, the lover of chocolate, goes, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but goes straight to 10 forward and straight for the food. And she's just showing him all these different foods. And he talks about how, my species only eats for nourishment. And she's like, you got to try this chocolate cake. And so she introduces him to desserts. And from there, he just loves it. I mean, who doesn't love dessert? So he just starts eating and eating and eating, and it starts to overwhelm her. So that's her little story. And then from there we have Worf, who's having a very, very difficult time with his ambassador because he just keeps instigating conflict and antagonizing Worf. At one point he invites him to the poker game and he's stealing Worf's chips, and Worf calls him out on it, and they literally go to combat over this, which is kind of where the twist ends up being revealed. And during all of that, we have Picard with his ambassador, and they crash on a planet that's completely barren of life. And Picard wakes up in a different crash shuttle with a woman, and she's like, the guy that was with you has died. It's just the two of us now. And she's trying to nurse him back to health, but she won't let him leave. And she's definitely coming on too strong. So you can tell that there's something weird about this whole episode. So the twist is revealed that all three of them have been sent to learn about a specific attribute to humankind that they don't really know about. And it turns out that a long time ago, this shuttle crashed with a woman, and she was alone for several years, and then another human crashed on that planet, and the two of them fell in love. And then later on, this species found them and didn't know what any of this emotion was. So now they're trying to figure it out. So the one with Troi was supposed to be learning about pleasure and desire and stuff like that. The one that was with Worf was purposely antagonizing him to kind of understand that. And then once it's all revealed, Worf and this other ambassador go to the holodeck, and I think it said they sparred for 11 hours or something insane like that. And then finally, the one that crashed with Picard, he was posing as this woman, which gets kind of super awkward because they make out and stuff. But he was with Picard because he was trying to understand love. And Picard's like, on my planet, what you're doing would be considered a crime. But he kind of lets it go, and he's like, I understand what you were trying to do, but you took it to a new extreme, and next time you should probably just kind of ask us. And then when we get to the end, it's really cut and dry, and they're just like, okay, well, we'll see you next time. So I think this episode had good intentions, and I thought that they had a good story in mind. I just felt like they kind of went around it in a bad way. I don't know. For those who have seen this one, did you guys like this? Did you think that they did a really good job with portraying all of these different emotions? Or do you think that they should have kind of started from scratch and done it in a different way, maybe more upfront? So go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Interface.